All right, let's finish with Nick Smith.
Hold on, we didn't. We have one more thing. You said you wanted to talk about can Trace Jackson Davis make a run
That's Zach
at
Edey.
Big Ten Player of the Year?
Yeah, Big Ten Player of the Year. I think I did a poll, Rob. Um, you were included in it, believe it or not. I actually included you in the poll of top 10 players. And
I'm media, so I should be included.
I know I didn't want to offend you. I figured then you get pissed and wouldn't give me any Twizzlers. But so it was basically six guys for five spots. Zach Edey is the clear cut. He was the unanimous among 30 people I polled for National Player of the Year. After that, it was pretty bottled up. Jalen Wilson, Trace, Tubelis.
Pickett
No,
was
Pickett
Pickett in
was
there?
not in the top
He was
six.
not in there. No.
No,
Um.
Timmy was six. Who am I forgetting?
Oh, Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller was like four.
Yeah.
So can anybody and how do you go about looking at Big Ten Player of the Year? Because right now you could make a case that Trace has been as good as Edey since league play started.
Yeah, but one team is ranked number one in the country,
Yep.
and one team is ranked 19th or 18th.
That's right.
I wrote this down. Trace Jackson Davis, last 10 games, he's been balling.
Yeah.
23 points a game, 13.8 rebounds a game, so almost 14, over 3.5 blocks, almost 4 assists a game, 54% from the field. Zach Edey, last 10 games, 23 points a game, 12.9 rebounds a game, 2.2 blocks, so less or almost a block and a half less, 73% from the field. So 19% more than Trace.
Yep.
And you look at their head-to-head matchups, Trace played a great game against Purdue, 25-7, 5 blocks, 9-19. Edey, 33-18, 10 offensive rebounds. He had a double-double with offensive rebounds, Jeff.
Yeah.
3 blocks, did have 5 turnovers, 15 of 19 from the field. So I agree that Trace Jackson Davis has been incredible, but Zach Edey's right there with him. And when they went head-to-head, Zach's numbers are better. So I don't see any way, barring Purdue tanks and Zach doesn't play well or injury. And even at this point, injury probably would be he would just have it. I just don't see any way around it. That doesn't mean that Trace Jackson Davis has not played like a first team All American, because he has. But this dude has played at the highest level in all of college basketball.
He's the National Player of the Year front runner, Rob, and he can't get size 20 sneakers from Nike.
That's pathetic, and shame on Nike for that.
Right?
You know, I love Nike because it's what I've been forever. You know, my high school team was Nike, my college team in the NBA I was with Nike. He's the best player in the country, and we can't get him some new shoes. What?
Stupid.
I mean, I know they've got 20s lying around. I've seen them at the outlet malls when you stop on the highway. They got those random 18, 19, 20s that are just hanging around there.
Hey, they make it for all the Oregon players.
Get him some basketball shoes. My goodness.
I know. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. All right. Let's finish out with Nick Smith and I don't know if dilemma, but somewhat of a dilemma. I mean, this is a kid who's been hurt all year. He's played basically 4 games for Arkansas, considered a top 5 pick coming into the season, electric 3-level scorer, the guy that honestly could put Arkansas back in the Elite 8 or even the Final 4 if they were completely healthy. They haven't been. Again, I think Musselman's done an incredible job getting them where they are right now. But now Nick Smith, he's been in LA for the last month training, rehabbing. Okay?
That's so NBA, but
he's taking classes.
I respect it.
He's been taking some online classes. Rob.
I know.
Don't
I know. I'm not saying it's bad. That's what you do in the NBA. If some of these guys get injured, they go to these rehab places.
Well, they got agents now. That's the difference. They got agents where they didn't have them 5 years ago, telling them, hey, come on out and rehab here. Make sure you're 100%. And I said this probably 3 weeks ago. I think I tweeted out, if he's 100%, he's going to come back. Well, sure enough, he's back with the team. He's practicing. And the plan is for Nick Smith to come back at some point.
What is his injury, Jeff? Is it tendonitis? Like,
I don't know exactly what
soreness?
It is. Yeah, right knee soreness.
I mean, as long as it's not ligament related, if you feel good, play. You know, I respect him for playing and
I do
wanting
too.
to play.
I do too. Is it the smartest business decision, though, Rob?
Probably not, but I think everybody understands too that he's been injured. And I mean, I guess if you're looking at it from a pure business decision, probably not. I think it's probably fair to say no. But I respect a kid who wants to play with his teammates and wants to be there for them. And I think NBA people do too. You know, I think that has to speak for something, and I think it does. You know, and this right now, if this was March 1st, you might be like, dude, you're not gonna be able to get in a rhythm. But we are at the middle, at the start of February still. What is it, February 9th? So we're getting late in the year, but at least he has how many more SEC games to go? You've got 7 games in SEC play. You've got the conference tournament. You've got the NCAA tournament. If he wants to play, I'm cool with it. But is it the best business decision? If you're looking at it purely from business, probably not. But I respect that.
I bet he comes back in a week or so and plays like 4 or 5 regulars.
He said he's playing on Saturday.
Oh, did he?
He was on one of his teammates' Instagram stories, and he said he's playing against Mississippi State.
That's great. That's great. I mean, listen, I'm with you. I love this. I love it for the kid, and I've been told all along the kid wants to play. I think, unfortunately, in this day and age, there's too many people around these kids trying to tell them, again, protect your draft stock. Well, listen, yeah, maybe he won't go top 5 at the end of the day, right?
I mean, he's not going to fall out of the top 15.
No
he's
chance.
Too talented. People understand he's been injured. You know,
and it's all about the second contract anyway, and it's all about the fit of where you get drafted.
No, that's true. But would you rather make $5 million your first year or 2.5?
I get it. I'm
just saying. And in the grand scheme of things, Nick Smith has earning potential of like $500 million probably.
Right.
So you're right. The next contracts are what matter. But I respect him, and as long as he is not at risk to injure himself further, then I'm cool with him playing, because I think it's pretty rare to see a kid do that.
It goes against everything that, like, you're watching these football dudes, right, bail out of the bowl games
that are 4th-round picks.
Yes, we got a kid that could easily bail right now and say, you know what, I'm hurt. I know I'm going to be a top 5, 10 pick at worst. I'm done. I'm out. I'm tapping out. And instead, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna come back. And the other part to this that we haven't talked about is, okay, let's say he gets these 7 games. He's still a freshman. There's still a learning curve here with him. He's played 4 games as a freshman, and his team is playing well lately. So their upside is obviously so much higher that if you're Musselman, hey, come on back, man. We need you, because, yeah, we could maybe win a game or 2 in the NCAA tournament without you. But with you, who knows? Maybe we can catch fire here. And now we got a shooter score that we're desperate.
Yeah, and their offense, what does it need? Somebody that can make jump shots from the perimeter and score, for sure.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. All right. Well, listen, appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, Goodman and Hummel Pod. We're still going to try to convince Rob next week to go out down in Bloomington.
Some of us have to work, dude. Some of us have to work. You're just going to be hung over in the stands.
If I buy you the candy striped pants, will you put them on?
No.
You will not put the candy striped pants on?
No.
No chance.
0 chance.
What about going in the Indiana student section with me before the game?
No chance.
No chance. What will you do?
Nothing. I will do my job. I'll go there and work. No chance. Why would I go in the student section? Why would I want to do that? All it takes is one dude to say whatever. You realize how much Indiana and Purdue hate each other, right? You get.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out when we're inviting a bunch of Indiana fans to dinner with us.
I will, believe me, there will be an open seat if that happens. Someone will not be showing up, which will be me.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Goodman and Hummel Pod. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check it out every week.